Hi, dear friends and subscribers. Welcome to your daily edition of Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram today. Well, as far as this Cricket Happening Show is concerned, today is a rest day in the Champions League T20 tournament. But there is one match which we are seeing with interest, and that is the match which is currently going on. As I said, Bangladesh have a real job to do against the West Indies, and so far, starting at the overnight score of 104 for 7 here on the third day of the second test match against West Indies, the Bangladesh, the first primary aim would be to actually avert the follow-on to reach the 180 mark, which would help them avoid a follow-on. And finally, right now, yes, the battle is being fought here. Bangladesh batsman, especially Mahmudullah, who has really looked good. He is not out on 27. He is weathering the pace onslaught coming in from Shannon Gabriel and Kemar Roche. He is not out on 27 with one boundary. Shafiul Islam is not out on 9, also giving good company, trying to stick it out there, and that's pretty important. Now the primary aim for Bangladesh would be to avoid the follow-on. As I'm talking, I have Shannon Gabriel completing his bowling here. He has been very good. He has been up to the mark, and Mahmudullah has also looked good. And for Bangladesh, the sole hope to actually avoid the follow-on would be in the hands of Mahmudullah, because he's the most experienced batsman in the team. Now, Suleiman Ben is also in charge of operations right now. As I'll keep the commentary going as and when anything happens. From here, we will shift on to some cricket news. Now, the cricket news that I'm talking about is that, as you know, the World Cup 2015 starts in Australia and New Zealand in the month of February, there is, the lower placed teams like Scotland and Ireland are trying to acclimatize themselves to for the World Cup by playing in those places. And well, as you know, Scotland and Ireland are both undertaking tours. We call this the pre-World Cup trip, where they would be touring Australia and New Zealand to just get a hang of the conditions, so that they are absolutely prepared when they get on to the real World Cup matches. And I think that's a very good exercise that both the teams are doing. And so in that context, I would just like to say here that both the teams have actually named their respective captains, and the teams, as far as Ireland are concerned, well, they would be led by a versatile William Porterfield, Andrew Balbirnie, Peter Chase. Now, Peter Chase is one who has been a good pace bowler, and he has been representing Durham for quite a long time, and he has been doing well for Durham too, and that's really given him the nod to get into this Irish team, which is great news for him. So that is one thing. And also Alex Cusack, who has not been in the Irish team for quite a long time due to injuries, has finally recovered, and he would be a part of the pre-World Cup trip. So I'm not going to go into the teams here, but I just wanted to just briefly touch on this, saying that Ireland and Scotland have announced their team. That is as far as Ireland is concerned. Now, Scotland have a new captain. Preston Momsen is the new captain of the Scottish team to lead them for the pre-World Cup tour, pre-World Cup tour of Australia and New Zealand. So these are the two news that I wanted to cover. Other than that, I don't have any cricket news. One thing that I would like to say, you would have all heard that Kemar Roche has really yesterday, as you know, he really ran riot when he actually skied past the Bangladeshi batsmen to reduce them to a score of 104 for 7 by taking a 6-5 wicket haul in Test cricket. And he also stands 10th in the ICC rankings. And Kemar Roche has mentioned that his goal would be to reach the #1 spot as far as pace bowlers are concerned, and that's a very strong determination coming in from Kemar Roach. And why not? He definitely has all the ingredients to deliver, and that really shows some great determination in this youngster Kemar Roach. As I'm talking to you, I'll take you down to this particular game between West Indies and Bangladesh. Bangladesh have a real job to do, and currently Mahmudullah is the one who is doing it well. Not only that, the partnership has already yielded 44 runs, with Mahmudullah not at 32 with just one boundary, and Shafiul Islam has been just his job is to just stay put at the crease and give as much support to Mahmudullah as possible, and that's what precisely Shafiul Islam is doing, and that's very important for them. As I said, that is the only way. But I was a bit surprised that Kemar Roach has been out of the attack after pretty early on, because I thought Kemar Roach should have been kept on to just increase the psychological pressure. One does not know whether he has some injury or is not well. One does not know, but I am a bit surprised that Kemar Roach is not in charge of the bowling operations. But the primary target for Bangladesh is to get 180 to avoid the follow-on, and that is what they are looking out for. They are gunning for that, and West Indies would be hoping that they could get. But definitely, I think this partnership has done well, and they have put on some very valuable runs right now. Because 89 for 7th wicket fell at 89 yesterday, and now the score and 104 they resumed, so they already added 29 runs today. We are on day 3, and while I am talking, I see that Mahmudullah has become the 11th Bangladeshi batsman in test matches to reach the coveted mark of 1,000 runs in test cricket. So Mahmudullah looking good. He is the one who is holding the hopes, as in comes Shannon Gabriel, bowls to Mahmudullah, and Mahmudullah will get a single. So Mahmudullah takes the score on to 33. Shafiul Islam is not out on 10, and Bangladesh have 134 for 7. So definitely Bangladesh have come up with a determination, and that is really seen in the way that they are playing, because they are not giving anything away and really sticking to their task, and that's pretty important. As one is waiting for Shannon Gabriel, the pace bowler. He actually bowled very well yesterday. He actually got a lot of pace, and even though he couldn't take the wickets, I thought he was the man who had lots of pace in his deliveries. Shannon Gabriel will be the one who would be bowling, and Shafiul Islam would be taking strike to him. As we are waiting for Gabriel, in comes Gabriel, bowls to Shafiul Islam. Shafiul Islam defends, and there is no run. Shafiul Islam has been doing a very fine job in this partnership with Mahmudullah. He's been trying to stay put at the crease, which is very important, and it should allow Mahmudullah to do all the scoring that Mahmudullah has been doing. So still we are waiting as Shannon Gabriel, the previous delivery that Shannon Gabriel bowled to Shafiul Islam, the ball was short and wide outside the off stump, and Shafiul Islam did not do the mistake of actually fiddling with it. He shouldered arms to that, and the keeper Dinesh Ramadhan behind the stumps collected it cleanly. While I am talking to you, we are waiting for Shannon Gabriel to once again go back on the top of his bowling mark and hurl in the delivery to Shafiul Islam. In comes Gabriel, slowly running up to the wicket, passes umpire, bowls, and well, I think Shafiul is gone. Shafiul Islam is gone. This is a very good delivery from Shannon Gabriel. Shafiul Islam has been declared out, caught behind by Dinesh Ramadhan, the wicketkeeper, bowled Gabriel for 10. So finally the partnership is broken, and West Indies would be breathing free now, because that was very important for them. They were hunting for the breakthrough, and finally the breakthrough comes. Shafiul Islam, who had really stuck it there, he was giving very good support to Mahmudullah, finally finally has run out of a bit of patience, I suppose, because what happened was that he was looking to defend and probably the ball took the edge of the bat and it was a very low catch which was taken by Dinesh Ramadhan. I had to actually tumble to actually take that catch, but now with Shafiul Islam gone, I think the pressure is on Bangladesh. Mahmudullah is the one who is fighting it out. He's not out on 33, but one has to see what is the support that the tailenders Aminul Hussain and also the other player who is Rabiul Islam going to do. So we are waiting for that as I'm talking to you, and finally as I said, West Indies were really hunting for this breakthrough. They finally cracked it, and let's see who is the other batsman. I'm sure Al-Amin would be. No, Rabiul Islam has come up, and Rabiul Islam faces the first delivery from Shannon Gabriel, and there is no run. Well, dear fans and subscribers, with this very little cricket update, I'm ending my Cricket Happening show for today. As far as the play goes in the West Indies and Bangladesh, I wouldn't, because I have certain other work to really attend to today, some important work. So time permitting, you will probably see me doing another Cricket Happening show probably once the West Indies Bangladesh match is over. But again, I won't be able to promise. It all depends on how I really how I'm able to complete my task. If I'm able to complete my task, then probably you will see me doing the second cricket show today on this Cricket Happenings. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that rounds up my Cricket Happening show for today. Thanks for your company as usual. Your host Ram will probably see you today evening, or it would be tomorrow morning. Until then, it's goodbye for the day. Thank you.